Wedges! Wedges are very useful. It changes the force of a direction to cut or split an object. You use a knife to cut food and an axe to split wood. Those are all wedges. Wedges are basically two inclined planes put back to back. Wedges are very important and help us all the time.
Do you know
that wedges have been in use for
9,000 years? A pitchfork is important to farmers because they use them to stack hay.
Did you know that the wedge and inclined plane are related? If you put two inclined planes back to back, it forms a wedge. Did you know that our teeth are actually wedges? They help us to split our food and it helps us to swallow. Wedges are very useful. Wedges are very fun. They cut and split and chop objects. Wedges are number one.
Levers. A lever is a bar that pivots or turns on a point that does not move. Levers help us lift heavy objects.
A hockey stick is a lever because the hand that holds the middle of the hockey stick is the fulcrum and the force is the other hand. The puck is the load.
A baseball bat is a lever because when you hold it, your bottom hand is the fulcrum. Your top hand is the force, so your bat swings forward to hit the load, which is the baseball.
A crowbar is a lever because the hand that holds the middle of the crowbar is the fulcrum. The other hand is the force. The load is the nail that the crowbar is pulling at.
You need a lot of heavy objects to lift something or someone heavy. Levers!
Screws!
A screw is a simple machine. It is a post with a thread around it. A screw holds things together. For example, if you are building a house that needs to keep things together, you could use screws so that the pieces don't fall apart.
Screws help people since if you are building something, you could hold things together with screws. Without screws in life, for example, if you bought bunk beds and you didn't have any screws and you try to put a mattress on it, the mattress would fall down and everything would fall apart. Screws are very important in our life and we wouldn't do a lot without them. Screws help us in many different ways.
Fun fact 1. Screws are also wedges. The razor-sharp screws help us cut through things and make holes in wood. Fun fact 2. A bottle cap is also an example of a screw. You can twist or screw a bottle cap on the bottle to make it hold things inside. Here is a picture of a lever, but you can see little tiny screws in it, which keeps the pieces of the seesaw together. Here is a picture of a tire. The screws are connecting the rims together and making it one piece. Here is a door hinge. With these screws, it keeps the door hinge on, because without the door hinge, the door wouldn't open correctly.
Screws, they're the best, pointy and sharp, useful and helpful and really, really smart.
Screws!
An inclined plane is a slanted surface or rim that makes lifting objects easier.
It is easier to push something up an inclined plane than it is to left it down. Picture.
If the inclined plane is short and steep, then you need more force to push up the box. If the inclined plane is long, then you need less force.
That's the picture.
A wedge is two inclined planes put together, back to back. Fast fact! Scientists think that
Ancient Egyptians.
may have used ramps to build pyramids. Pulley. A pulley is a unique, simple machine. A pulley is a wheel with a rope of chain over it. The wheel has a groove for the rope. This simple machine makes lifting easier by pulling on it. Some examples of pulleys are flag pulls, a curtain chain, a wishing well, a clothesline, and a sky ride at an amusement park. Pulleys are very useful, simple machines for our life. A curtain chain is a pulley because when you pull the chain, the curtain will go off.
A flagpole chain is a pulley because when you pull the chain, the flag will go up. And if you pull the chain down, the flag will go down.
A wishing well is a pulley because when you pull on the rope, the bucket will go up or down. Fun fact. Did you know rock climbing, when you go rock climbing, you use pulleys? It makes lifting human beings much easier. Pulleys are used all around the town.
A pulley brings things up and down.
An example of a pulley is a curtain chain. It absolutely does not give you pain. Pulleys are fun, not lame.
Wheel and axles!
A wheel and axle is a rod that is attached to the wheel. If you turn the wheel, the axle will move. A wheel and axle helps us move heavy objects. It is a special kind of rudder.
Fun fact: a wrench and wheel and axle. A wrench is a wheel and axle. The bolt is the wheel and the wrench is the axle.
A wagon is a wheel and axle because the four wheels are connected to a rod. So when you pull the wagon, it is easy to pull. A windmill uses the wheel and axle. The scales are attached to the axle. The turning axle does work such as moving millstones to grind wheat into flour.
A Ferris wheel is a giant wheel and axle. The wheel holds the carts and the poles going through the wheel is the axle.
We did a monster truck to show the wheel and axle. Right here, the wheels, and then all of these metal, and all the metal are axles, all different kinds of them.
Wheels and axles!